joining us, the cast of this new show, Topher Grace. Of course, we know him from the hit That 70s Show. Karla, Souza from the Emmy Award-winning drama How to Get Away with Murder. And Sasheer, Zamata from the greatest comedy stage of all time, where she rocked it, SNL. Thank you all for joining us. Listen, I am, as the kids say, I'm 50. So here for something like this. We can just sit down and laugh. But Topher, mostly because I think it's so relatable. I mean, being in a room with siblings and watching the rivalries that happen, especially when you start talking about somebody's money, that's comedy gold.
Well, when I first read the script, I thought the same thing. I thought there've been so many great shows about families, but for some reason, none of them have ever talked about money. And usually sometimes they're all in the same tax bracket. And I thought, what a great idea. And even better, the writer who created it, it's based on his life. He was out of work and he's kind of firmly middle class, and brothers in the 1% of the 1%, and sister who's really struggling to get by. And I thought, oh, this is not only real, it's kind of funny.
Karla, I read an article recently that said we are more willing to talk about sex than we are money. Because people hold back. I've even been guilty of, somebody in front of me in the ATM line and they leave their receipt. And then you look at how much the balance is. You're like, wait a minute, that balance did not match that person that just left. I can't believe I confessed to that. Come on. Tell me you've never looked at the ATM receipts that are littered. Never?
I do that all the time. Thank you. I feel seen thanks to you. Thank you. I don't feel judged. I feel seen. I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, did that have the... That's why whenever I go, I never ask for a receipt because I know myself. And yeah.
When you read the script and the heart of it being, again, that sibling rivalry that will resonate, did you have a similar reaction as Topher?
Yeah, I mean, even that scene that you guys just showed, right after that, my character, Marina, kind of defends the fact that she's a mom, yet no one considers what she does as a job. And so I think that conversation is also huge. But all of these conversations that happen in the show are very topical, very relatable. And I connected a lot because I'm a mom of two, and I was actually pregnant just before the show started. And so Topher and I have babies that are the same age. And the fact that the show kind of brings parenthood and motherhood and relationships and in-laws and all of that together is what made me and what attracted me to this
I love that. Listen, I've been in morning TV 30 years, and I quickly learned that you have to say a mom who works from home. She's not at home mom. It's a mom that works at home. And that curve correction is real. If you make that mistake, your Twitter will blow up. Trust me, if you're on TV. Sasheer, the chemistry, I mean, you were a part of an ensemble cast at SNL, but the chemistry, and even though this is scripted, you can just feel, I have producers on our show who just fell in love from the first bite of a show like this, and they're likening it to Modern Family.
Ooh,
I know, right?
A compliment. Hopefully on is long too. I feel very fortunate to be a part of a show that feels so natural. I feel really lucky that we were able to gel so quickly together, so easily together. I love being a part of groups where we can collaborate and share ideas with each other. And I like going to work, and that's a nice perk.
Well, the nicer perk is that you all do TikTok videos together. I mean, listen, they have new babies, start a new show, but there's always room for TikToks around. Who puts this together, Sasheer? Who's responsible for the team TikToks?
Mostly Caitlin. Caitlin loves TikToks. Caitlin McGee, who plays my wife on the show. And we've been having Tracksuit Thursdays because the crew started it, which is an awesome trend. You just show up with a tracksuit.
Tracksuit Thursday.
Right?
Now, do you go more shiny tracksuit puffy or more Tony Soprano, Long Island I mean, how do you make a decision on such an important day?
Well, Topher, would you like to share what you did with your Tracksuit Thursday?
Oh.
Well, everyone will have to go check out my Instagram, but there it is. There it is.
What?
I felt like I wasn't coming correct on set. Everyone was making fun of me for not having a good enough tracksuit. So I ordered one that had the picture of all my lovely castmates on it.
Nothing says I love you like having your cast members' face on your backside. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to wear it again, but that was a fun time.
I gotta tell you, this cast, it's just so, Karla, we talk a lot about inclusive and diversity, and you don't want people to think that it's there just to be a head count or a number count, but it's the reality of life. And these characters could be from any background, but it is enjoyable to see it because you are Mexican-American, to have that part played out in the way it is.
Yeah, it was exciting for me to get the script and to see that, I was included in the story. The creator, one of the creators, Michael Colton, his wife is from Uruguay, and he has a lot of backstory there with her and her in-laws and everything. And I have a lot in my own personal life. And so it's been a great collaboration, especially also the fact that we have 3 women of color that are writing for the show also make it just to be more specific.
It makes it more authentic. It makes it more authentic. You're writing from your perspective and experience. I got to tell you, I think the promo for the show was genius. This cookbook that the characters participated in. Karla, your character had the traditional Mexican breakfast, chilaquiles, which I can say and I can eat, and I still can't make it. I'm from Texas. Sasheer, Denise, which is your character, had a French toast slider. Did you guys have to make the items that were in the cookbook?
No, I wish I could eat it though. It looks delicious.
You're like, okay, this is just a prop. We follow along with the prop. I think it was genius promo plan. Topher, your comfort zone is, as I understand from the team, it's not cooking. Is that true?
Well, I can't cook.
Okay, so that makes it not your comfort zone.
I can't even make a Pop-Tart. It's something my wife does, and I'm really grateful to her for doing.
So when I was a kid, we should actually have home ec classes where they would teach you how, I know that's how old I am. They would teach you how to sew and cook and do things around. And I still can't cook or sew, so I don't know how useful any of it was.
Tamron, I'm the oldest in the cast. I was in home ec.
You remember home ec?
I know people don't understand that term as much anymore. It's kind of a throwback, but I also couldn't sew.
Karla looked at me like, you know a Tyrannosaurus Rex too, don't you? Like, come on.
I've just seen that stuff in the movies. I'm like, really, Tamron, that existed?
In my lifetime, it existed, believe it or not.
Not only that, I think they folded, at the school I was in at least, they folded sex ed into that, and it was...
yeah, they'd had that, and then they had a little ironing board in the home ex to teach you how to iron, all of these things with the show. But Sasheer, what do you hope the takeaway is from a show like this for people, as I said, in this time, want to see themselves on screen or stories that they can relate to?
Well, I think with the last year we had, a lot of people are thinking about money. Yeah. And families and being able to see them and connect with them. So I hope people watch the show and get to feel like they're a part of our family and feel like they can maybe have hard conversations about money with their family, or at least be able to know that they can see their family soon. And in the meantime, hang out with us.
Yeah, well, laugh together, cry together, and wear a good tracksuit on Thursday. That sounds like a great recipe for success. Well, congratulations on the show and all of the phenomenal reviews that have come along with it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Tamron, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Love your show.
Karla, thank you so much. And you know what? Be sure to catch the entire cast of the new hit series, Home Economics, on Wednesdays at 8:30 Eastern on ABC.